Your court television news starting now.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news announcement / update here on the NJCOIRTS TV news channel. Sorry, you know how it goes when I don't have my sound effects board. Since a lot of you aren't the fan of it, I have to make my own, but just kidding. With all jokes aside, though, welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your Friday, April the 11th of 2025 to join me, your host, this afternoon, almost getting to be evening for y'all on the East Coast, NJCOIRTS. So I'm going to just give it a few minutes for the notification to go out just because we've had a few issues on the last broadcast, I guess, where my first notification hasn't been going out. But I've heard it hasn't. But then I've heard that the second one, when I go live, has been going out just fine. So just in case people didn't get the very first one or the reminder that I was going to be going live, we'll give them a few minutes. That way, if anybody's going to be coming in a little bit late, they get here when we get the breaking news going. So kick back, relax. It's going to be pretty much just a straight to the point broadcast today. As a matter of fact, I wasn't planning a broadcast at all today, except I received some breaking news earlier today. Now, I am not going to be the first to break it. So before the haters start chatting, going, "You're not the first. We already know old news." Duh. It's just my viewers. I think the thing that people understand is like my viewers and even a lot of other viewers, dude, a lot of people aren't on this shit 24/7, so they may not have heard last night from some of the other channels, or maybe this morning when Alex Novell himself actually went live, and we're actually going to share Alex's link from his broadcast, which I didn't even know, because I guess he went live on Rumble, is my understanding, and I don't have Rumble, so I didn't get a notification. I do follow him on YouTube, but I think it was just a Rumble broadcast that he did this morning, and he gave his side as far as, update on the arrest of Mr. Based. So there you go. I'm sure you guys saw it in the thumbnail and as well as the picture there. But Mr. Based was arrested, is my understanding, last night. And I'm going to just double check all my information because, like I said, I just received this not too long ago. This is not to be mistaken with his last arrest. As a matter of fact, when I went on to the New York Unified Court System's website, they still haven't uploaded his case information having to do with his most recent arrest from last night. So all you're going to see for right now is going to be the information that they already had having to his previous arrest, which I believe he was set to have his next court date sometime in June. So if you're wondering, or you're going to go online right now, it hasn't been updated, but who knows? Maybe while we're still doing this update, it will be updated, and I'll get you any information off that website that I can, as long as it's available while I'm still on. Otherwise, I'm sure most of you know how to use Google. Just Google search New York State court case search, and you can do your own search and keep up with it yourself over the weekend. All right, everybody. So I think that's been plenty of time on my end to let some time go out. But in the meantime, I want to say hi to everybody. It's been a while because we've had some few shows that have been pretty big, which I appreciate. But it doesn't give me time to go and say hi to everybody, which I love doing. So let's start from the top. Let me get my comment section here going. Welcome to all the members of the jury. Welcome to all my mods. Welcome to all the viewers, whether you love me, hate me, or you're somewhere in between. We've got Mark Miller first in chat. Welcome, Mark Miller, followed by Roofer. Roofer, what's up with you and Mark Miller, bro? Mark Miller's been pulling in front of you these last few streams, man. No, I'm just kidding. What up, Roofer? Good to see you, my friend. We've got Yom. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Yom Stewie 144. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I tried my best. Welcome. We've got Vegan the Karen. Vegan the Karen says, NJ, the mugshot has been posted already. Where can I send it over, baby boy? I just posted my email, so hopefully you did send it over, and I'll check that here in a second. We've got underscore milk. Gimme some more. That's what that reminded me of. I don't know if that's where you're going. What up, Bumbar? We got Lori in the house. How the heck is he always? I don't know. That's a good question. That's my question for a lot of these people we cover. So before people go, well, why do you cover them? They're kind of nobodies. Yeah, they are kind of nobodies, but it's kind of crazy just how many times these people just keep getting in trouble, even while they're waiting either in previous court case to finish or they're on probation. I've not seen anything yet that has surprised me, and even when I have seen something I thought just wasn't going to be topped off, something else came along that topped that off. So, like I said, I'm not surprised anymore when this shit happens, because it's almost theatrical. You almost would think this was scripted, but it's not. I can promise you. Hence why we, refer to court documents, because I think a lot of you would think I'm full of shit by this point, but no, I'm not. I promise. Yes, he was arrested again. That's why that picture you see behind me is one that I think was posted. I'm going to give them their credit by, if you want to check this out, World of Clips on their Twitter account. So it's at WORLDOFCLIPZ. One word. At World of Clips. That's Clips with a Z. So I think they're kind of like a Josh Block fan page, but they're the ones that posted that picture of what looks like Mr. Bass getting kindly seated in the back of a New York City Police Department vehicle. Now, let's see if the mugshots came through. Let me jump over to my NJCOIRTS email account. Nope, not yet. So if you're still in chat, I'm still waiting. All right, let me jump back over to you guys, but let me finish up saying hi to everybody. Sorry, I get a little sidetracked if you haven't noticed yet. We've got Go Girl 9 in the house. What up, Go Girl? Good to see you, my friend. Damn, no, I don't know what's going on. Did you all get notifications, or is it just Go Girl? Is it just some of y'all, not all y'all? I don't know. What up, Ray 1144? What up, Ray? Or so? Excuse me. We're gonna just go with Ray today. Excuse me. I'm a fan of Mr. Bass. That guy makes. Hey, we can agree to disagree. We do that a lot on this channel. We've got Aaron. What up, Aaron? Good to see a member of the jury in chat. Go Girl, I appreciate your continued support as a member of the jury as well. All right. Let's see here. Going down the line. We've got Madame Star. Good to see you. Darlene Valenzuela. Good to see you, my friend. Darlene starting the show with the $5 super chat that reads, "Hello, everyone." Darlene, I appreciate your continued... Sorry, I was trying to reach for my gavel at the same time talking. I can only do one thing at a time. I forgot. Darlene, I appreciate your continued support as always. You guys know what to do in chat. This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. Spam them gavels if you got them, please. Sorry if you couldn't tell. It's been an all right day for me. It's Friday, TGIF. Usually pretty good, in a good mood on Fridays. I think most people are. Thank you again, though, Darlene. I appreciate that. We've got at Lover Hot Dogs at Chili. Welcome. All right. I think we're getting close to the bottom. What up, 7-Eleven manager? I got the notification. Happy Friday. All right. See, it's kind of weird. I haven't figured it out yet. Some people are getting it, some people are not. So let me just ask you this. For those who have not gotten them or have been having problems with them, maybe you've been getting them before and not anymore, do one thing for me. Just double check and see that you still have selected all notifications under that bell. All right. Because I know sometimes, and it's happened to me where, one, all of a sudden I get notifications from a channel that I never even subscribed from, which I don't know how that happens. But two, when I notice that I'm not getting notifications from some channels that I know for sure I'm sub to and that I hit all notifications, I go back and all of a sudden it's selected on the custom notifications, which I don't know how that happened. Maybe, I did one of those, I'm crashing out while I'm watching it and I do it. I don't know, but sometimes it happens. It's happened to me before, but that may be something. That's the only thing I can recommend on my end, other than just like, I don't know, maybe resetting your app or just, deleting it, re-downloading it, re-entering your login information. I don't know. I don't want to make it difficult on you guys, but I do hope that at some point we can fix this so you guys can get all the notifications. Also, you can try to reach out to me personally, either on the Instagram or email, and I can see maybe about just reaching out to you directly. For the most part, I like to send over notifications through Instagram as well, but it doesn't let me just do like a mass message kind of notification. So I just kind of have to go randomly down like my, contacts. And I got like, I think over 350 now. So it gets a little difficult because sometimes I don't get everybody. Sometimes I get people that don't give a shit anymore. So at this point, I'm probably going to stop doing, I don't know yet. I wish there was a better way that I could organize to know which people were more interested in getting the notifications on Instagram, and the people that don't mind or don't care, and the people that don't want it, but still want to be on my Instagram, but just prefer not to get notifications all the time. So we'll figure it out. Anywho, we've got a few more people coming in. What up, Riot Coke? We've got V-Neck in chat. What up, V-Neck? We've got Token. We've got Oofy. We've got the not real Ski Mask Andy. But welcome all. And I think we've reached the bottom. All right, so let's get this show on the road, as they like to say. We've got about 75 of you in chat, so I appreciate y'all. Like I said, it's Friday afternoon. Y'all can be doing a lot of other fucking things, and so thank you for spending. Like I said, we won't take most of your time today, but thank you for spending it with me here at the NJCOIRTS TV News Channel. Who else we come in? Oh, we got a few of y'all sneaking in. What up, Jack Mehoff? What up, Q? All right. I think, is that the Q that does the Instagram AI things? IP2 people on Instagram? It's pretty cool. I like your shit. If it is. All right. Let's get this shit going. So, shut up, Riot Coke. I'm going to do something. That's not trying to offend you, but that little program that you guys look at and use, how the fuck do I know that that's even valid, to be honest with you? Because I'm going to tell you, one, this show doesn't get botted. Two, last time we had a big show, you guys, like, actually, it's just you, to be honest, it did the same shit. And that's like, bro, nobody's botting me, bro. Nobody hates me that much where they're going to send bots to me. Unless it's you, you know what I mean? But we don't get botted here, bro. But like I said, honestly, how do I know you're a weird friend? Because I'm not personally a friend of the person that I think did that program or is in charge of that. How do I know that? How the fuck do I know that they know what they're doing when they made that program? Like, where's the validity of that program that tells that it's botted or not is where I'm going. Anyways, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not here for that. I just wanted to point that out since you like to point out how many people I have and how many are botted. What up, Sonic Scar? All right. Let's get and please don't DM me. I'm gonna have the show a bunch of shit, like, you know, explaining why you think in this. It's just after the show. If you want to explain to me why you think, please. All right, thank you. All right, let's go. Yeah, I think it's that rent-free character, which, I mean, Jesus. Like I said, no offense to those that might be friends with him. I personally don't know him. I don't dislike or hate the guy. I just don't know anything about him that I would personally trust anything that he puts out and say, oh, yeah, that's 100% valid because rent-free said so. You know what I mean? What up, Gio? Hey, we can agree to disagree. That's the great thing. See, the great thing about this is in most chats that you would participate in, they would already kick you out, right? But see, you get to hang out here. So don't ruin it, right? Don't make up things. See, I allow all comments if you haven't noticed, but when you start making up bullshit, that's when you get kicked. All right. Just for those that wonder, you know, if you've ever gotten kicked, all comments are welcome as long as they follow TOS. But when you start making them personal, you start attacking, start steering away from, you know, the topic that we're talking. Because I'm not a drama channel. You know, you guys got plenty of those shit shows. You guys, I know they're all asleep right now. They'll be cranking up here in a few hours, but just go take a nap, go take a walk, go feed your cat, change the cat litter. But if you want to hang out here, like I said, y'all can participate, but just try to direct the comments more on the subject that we're talking about. Like I said, you don't have to like me, you know what I mean? Just, you can even call me, hey, you're bald, hey, you're fat, but don't make up shit, all right? Who's doxing? This is all public information. You know that, I know that. Exactly, thank you, Roofer. Go touch some grass, and maybe you'll get some pop ass. All right, let's get this shit started. And like I said, it's going to be a quickie here, so, which I think most of the guys in here are used to, so let's get it going. All right. So let's start with the news. So, Mr. Bass was arrested. Okay. Now, unfortunately, and let me just double check. Like I said, I checked about 20 minutes ago. They didn't have the new case information up, which you guys know I like to refer because I like to show my receipts when we're going to talk about the case. But let's talk about everything we know about, because I did kind of mention something about this on a more kind of like fun IRL stream that we did, which, you know, usually I'll have about maybe at the most 20 to 30 people in those streams if I'm lucky. So maybe some of y'all had already kind of knew that Mr. Bass was kind of facing some trouble and was eventually going to be arrested. But for the most of you probably didn't. And the reason I didn't basically come on again, like on a major, you know, like a bigger broadcast or one of the court news broadcasts and release that information, just because I wanted just to wait and make sure that everything was going to kind of happen the way it was kind of explained to me was going to happen before I started, you know, essentially spreading a rumor. Especially, I didn't know if, you know, one, I'm not saying it was a rumor at the time. I'm just saying, let's just say, play devil's advocate, it wasn't going to happen the way it was going to. And then I'm going on telling, you know, 200 people, or actually the last time we did a Mr. Bass stream, we had 1,500 people. Oh, excuse me. According to Riot Coke, that was 1,200 people. 300 were bots. Hey, I'll take the 1,200. All right. Like I said, I don't care if I have one person or 1,200. All right. The show still goes on. But either you, when we were in that chat, or excuse me, God damn it. Now I got fucking distracted. Where was I going to go with that? Give me 1 second. I'll remember. I don't know, dude. I forgot. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is like I think what I was going to say is when we were, talking about all those things in that chat, we were able to refer to, case notes, and that's what I stick to, unfortunately, I'm not, even though I may have an opinion drawn on, I may know what's kind of going on. Like I said, in this channel, the way I run it, I like to just wait until I have the public information, the receipts, like you guys like to call it, in front of me before, I start pushing that info out. So, that's where I was going with that is I just didn't want to go in front of, let's say, like 1,000 people and say, hey, there's a warrant out. Mr. Bass is about to get arrested this week. And it doesn't happen. It never happened. And then what? 1,000 people are coming at me saying, NJCOIRTS said it was going to happen. And it, you know what I mean? Now I'm the bad guy, right? So I kept my mouth shut, which I'm glad I did. And even though it did happen, I'm just glad it did because I think it was the professional decision to make. So, all right. But either way, it happened. So I am going to share a little bit of information because it was given to me. And I'm kind of, at this point, I'm always going to use the word alleged just to be on the safe side for right now until I have the case notes. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think allegedly happened to what got Mr. Bass in trouble this now second time this year. Okay, you guys remember he's still facing the trouble he got. What was it? I'd have to go back to the case, which we have it up here. We'll do that here in a second. But his case that is up now and that is still active that he's got going on his next hearing come June. Okay. That's when he was arrested, and it was arrested for I got to read the exact charges again, but it's having to do with his the night that he allegedly offered some people to some essentially money to allegedly go do something to another person that he's not supposed to be around or even be in contact with, and is now facing some trouble because of that. Okay. And like I said, we'll read the exact charges here in a second. All right. So let's share that picture just in case you guys didn't see it on the thumbnail, or I know sometimes, I don't know, for some weird reason, once the show starts, it's hard to like click back on the thumbnail unless you go all the way back or some shit. So just in case that happened to you, no worries. Let me get this shared here for you. So we'll start with that, and then we'll have a little discussion. And I have a few other things that I'm going to share as part of, I what do they call it? Come on, NJ. I got this. It's when they kind of have they go through the little different little screenshots and thumbnails, like a presentation. Oh, wait, we're getting there. Hold on. It's something presentation, slideshow presentation. There we go. It's going to be somewhat of a short and small slideshow presentation, which I think most of you will appreciate. All right. So let's start with sharing this screen here that I have up. This, again, is going to come from the world of clips. And that's what Aziz's Twitter's post. That had apparently, I'm not sure who runs that. If this is obviously the person that was behind the camera here, but somebody got a shot, obviously, of Mr. Bass. And this is posted. Let's see here. Okay, good. You guys can see what I'm looking at. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys if I zoom in. This was posted about 7 hours ago, and it says, leaked picture of Mr. Bass in the back of a cop car from last night's arrest. So let's just assume 7 hours was still today on Friday. So I'm assuming Thursday night. So, maybe going in a Friday morning, depending on what side of the country you're in or world. We do get some world viewers from international viewers every once in a while. So that's already got about 38K people talking about it. I think that's how it works on Twitter. It's been shared or spoken about 38K times. So it's obviously making the rounds on the internet. But there you go. So let me see. You make sure you guys. All right, cool. You guys can see what I'm looking at. So that's Mr. Bass right there. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. I don't know if it reflects it on the StreamYard side. I don't think it is. No, hold on. Let me get in really close and see if it reflects it on your end. No, it doesn't. Kind of doesn't, but it doesn't. But that's as close as I can get to that picture right there. So let me tell you what this. Okay, so in VNick, what did Screwball Andy get 3 days for this week? I don't know if you're referring to Mr. Bass, but the reason why I'm asking is because when I saw 3 days, you are correct in that he is most likely going to be in jail until Monday morning when he sees a judge. Now, I don't even know if he's going to be released. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while and you've been following the people that we cover in New York City, you've probably seen the pattern that they have there where they like to ROR people, right? Basically, they like to, if they can, and I'm not sure what their exact policy is on that and what requirements you got to meet, but basically, I have a feeling that if it's not a felony, you definitely will get ROR'd. And maybe even if it was a felony, if it's not what's considered a violent felony, you may be even ROR'd. Again, I can't confirm that, but I'll probably look into that because it seems to happen a lot. So I'd like to get the exact, details on how that works in New York City. But for the most part, we've seen a lot of these people that do get these misdemeanors basically get RO'd through the judge the next day or as soon as they can see a judge. Now, in this case, I don't know when or if Mr. Bass is going to be released, but it's my understanding that there is a good possibility he is going to be in jail basically from the time he was arrested, which was yesterday evening, until Monday morning when he can see a judge. But you were talking about Ski. My bad, V-neck. Yeah, he did spend. Well, okay. Let's just clear the bullshit out. So let's talk facts, right? That's what we do on this channel. So let me get this. Let's go off track for a second. Let's talk Ski for a minute. So I guess he's claiming 3 days. I tuned in on his first live stream since he's been released on jail. I guess apparently he had it scheduled for last night, and he must have not been able to borrow a phone like he likes to say or find some good Wi-Fi. Who cares? Either way, he came on sometime today, this morning. Oh, shit. Low disk space. Okay, I thought it was telling me my laptop's dying. I got to clear my memory, bro, especially right before this trip because I'm going to need to load up a lot of video on here. All right. Anyways, that's later. But anyways, I tuned in for a second. He came on mid-morning today, and he keeps claiming 3 days in jail. Okay. He got booked in. Well, he got arrested like the night of the 8th at 10:03 p.m. He was booked. Let's get exact. He was booked into jail right before midnight, literally a few minutes before midnight on the 8th. He got released at around 2 to 3 o'clock his time on the 10th. All right. So let's just say midnight from the 8th to midnight to the 9th is 24 hours. And midnight from the 9th to, let's just say, 12 o'clock afternoon on the 10th is 12 hours. So he was in jail for about a day and a half, if we're going to get technical. Okay. Anyways, what up, Baseline? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss a shout out here. All right. So let's get back to Mr. Bass. And there's one thing to remind me, somebody in chat. We'll go back to Ski here in a second because it was brought up to my attention. Now, I have been looking for his new case file to pop up so we can read about what happened, more or less, as far as that got him thrown in jail a few days ago. Either way, I've already submitted yesterday. I FOIA requested an incident report. So hopefully we'll have the police report so we know exactly what happened. And then I did the body cam footage. Who knows if I'm going to get it or not, but I'm always going to try. But off kind of subject to that, but still on subject to Ski Mask, a new note has been populated on the oscn.net website, which is where we get all our current information on Ski Mask. And this has to do with his last 3 cases, basically, that he was sentenced on. Okay. Obviously, like we had thought. Now, I don't think we even gave him a little bit of some doubt. I think we just said it wasn't probably going to happen. But either way, it looks like he didn't make, at least, I don't know if he checked in with anger management or with probation at all, but based on the note that we are going to read together, it appears that he didn't go check in with the court cost administration office, okay, where he basically never does. So, and at this point, he does have a warrant out for his arrest by that office because he has not made a single payment on the over $10,000 plus dollars he owes that office, okay, for all the court costs and fines he owes from all the trouble he's had going probably 6 years past, okay? So, he didn't check in, obviously. Probably knows he might get arrested if he does. They probably aren't, knowing Tulsa, but either or, it's, you know how he is. So they got a little note basically giving him his last deadline, which I think is like 30 days from today's date, saying, hey, if you don't show up by this date, they're going to issue out another warrant, basically, Now, how valid that warrant is, I don't know. But either way, it's probably not good on his end because I would imagine if you get 2 warrants now, they probably are going to start carrying a bit, at least through the court cost administration side. And then, of course, he's got to be in court, I think, sometime pretty soon, obviously, for his arraignment, because they released him, right? They most likely, I don't know if he got bonded out or RO'd. And then hopefully we'll find out here soon once they post something on the OSCN.net website. But either way, he's going to have another court. He already had his bond hearing. He's going to have an arraignment hearing coming up soon. So obviously he's not done dealing with what happened to him recently. I think he's claiming, he said something this morning, and he doesn't want to talk about it, but he gave some bullshit like reply really quick about, oh yeah, this was it. Okay, hold on. It was just so fucking out there, which, you know, that boy throws some out there shit, but this was like fucking outer space out there shit. Okay, he claims that he could have gotten in more trouble. So basically he's not telling us exactly what got him arrested, but he's claiming that when they did arrest him, that he had over a QP, or it was an ounce or QP of, you know what, some of the green stuff, not the, okay, he claims it was the green stuff, and that, get this story, okay, that he could have been in some serious trouble. He could have had a felony possession charge, but that the police just dumped it out because they thought it was fake marijuana. Dude, can you not come up with you know what? Let's just wait for the incident report. Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he is. Sure. But anyways, that was his little story, and then he just went off in tangent, and I just shut it. I can only listen to that dude for a few minutes, because at this point, not only does his voice annoy me, like you haters don't like me, but just the delusionalness is so far gone. I can't even comprehend it. You know what I mean? It's just fucking. Anyways, all right, let's jump back to Mr. Bates. So let me just check to see if they go, and this is a good segue just to remind y'all what his previous charges are that he's, well, not previous, what his current charges are that he's, you know, facing, that he's going through the court system on, where he's got a next hearing on sometime, I think it was June 6th. But that'll also let us see and check in if they've posted anything yet as far as any case numbers or a case on this new arrest that happened yesterday. So give me just 1 second. I need some water. I'm sure you probably could, Magic Mush. I don't even think anything had happened that had to do with fake. I don't even know why he would even make up a story like that. But like I said, maybe it's true. You know, who knows? But either way, he's claiming he could have been in a lot more trouble. But, you know, they thought it was fake, and hey, he'll take it. But he's mad because they basically, which makes no sense, right? Because let's just say it was real. You think they were just going to put it in evidence? And, well, they do put it in evidence, but they're just going to give it back to you once they released you. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't forget to get your QP on the way out, Mr. Deku. No. So either way, whether it was real or not real, you were going to lose it anyway. So why would you make up some crazy ass story? All right. Just Jesus. Anyways. All right. But I have never, ever in my 42 years on this earth, and now 3+ years doing this channel, have ever heard of, out of all the shit he's said, such shenanigans so far. So I'm, like I said, I'm always being, when I think something can get topped, I'm always being surprised, man. All right. Let's jump over the OS, or not OS. Let's go to New York City, or the state of New York, is case search really quick. I already had it up here. Okay, here it is. So let me share this tab with you guys. Give me a sec to get it up here. All right. So this is what we're looking at now. Well, 20 minutes ago. So let me refresh the system. Hopefully it'll have me. Yeah, it's going to have me sign in back again, which is good because that'll allow me to do another case search. So let's go back. Jason Itzler, aka Mr. Bates, all public information. What's this saying? Oh, okay. I am human. Yep, I am. All right. So, yeah. So all they're showing for right now is just the current case or previous case that, well, I say previous just because of the second arrest, but it is still active and current. But this is from the last, not this arrest that was yesterday, but the one that happened. Let me get you the exact date. The one that happened on August 23rd of last year. Oh, no. Yeah, the incident. Excuse me. Let me take that back. So he was arrested on February 26th of this year. But the incident, the arrest, which again had to do with that whole, sending a few characters, which we won't mention names right now, to supposedly harass Mr. Alex Novell at his premiere of one of his not at one, but his documentary on Mr. Bass. So the incident that got him arrested in February of this year was stemming from the August 23rd, 2024 incident, which had to do with, him allegedly sending a few characters to allegedly harass Alex Novell, and is what led to him being arrested on February 26th and now facing I think it's three charges. Let's see. No, excuse me, not three. I apologize. It was a lot more than three. I forgot. See, and apologize because we do so much coverage, man. It just starts turning into mush after a while. Like when I first started this, channel, when we just had a couple people, through the whole year that we were covering, it was a little easier to remember everything. But we're probably in the 30s or 40s now, come to people we've covered, and it just starts turning into mush after a while. But let me make sure you guys can see all these charges. Excellent. So let's read these together. Again, this is not, let me just make this clear. These are not the current charges he's facing on the newest arrest. This has, again, to do with the arrest that when he got arrested in February of this year, having to do with an incident that happened in August of last year. So from that incident, he is facing, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counts or 7 charges. There were some felonies out of these 7 charges. I think we saw, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 felonies and 2 misdemeanors and 1 violation. Okay, which should total 7 charges. He has already had a first arraignment and he has pled not guilty to all 7 of those charges. And he's got a next court date scheduled for, oh shit. Oh, damn it. Hold on, I just exited out of the whole screen here. New York. Let me get back here really quick and just take me a second. eCourts, web criminal, defendant name. All right, so let me get this here in front of you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, here it is again. So he's got his next court date on June 4th. Oh, excuse me. Let me slow down. June 4th at 9 a.m. And this is going to take place at the King's Criminal Court at 320 J Street. Okay? All right. So let's see here. Okay, let's talk about now that we know that they didn't update, obviously, the case information or have his new case number. Let's talk a little bit about what possibly got him in trouble that got him arrested last night. All right. That's kind of important, right? All right. So I've got a few things that I'm going to share with you. So apparently, and again, this until I have the incident report to share or some more case information, this is all going to be alleged. But basically, what was shared to me was a few items that I guess was presented to the police and is what led the police to basically, apparently, well, not apparently, I guess now, arrest Mr. Bass. At the time that I received this information, it was my understanding that there had been a warrant out for his arrest, but because I couldn't get that information to share with you guys, like I said earlier, that's why I didn't I talked about it a bit on like a little fun IRL stream we did, but I never did an actual like court case update and spoke about it. Okay. But he did have, it appears, an arrest warrant, and looks like they finally executed it, is my understanding, the other night or last night, excuse me. So, at that time, it was brought up to me that the information that possibly was given to the police was a wanted poster that Mr. Bass had designed. And I guess, I don't know if he was he printed out and was actually physically posting in the streets of New York City, or if he was just, posting it on his different platforms, like Twitter, or he probably has a Discord or something like that. But let me share with you that wanted poster. Now, again, this is all alleged, but this is what, again, was shared with me as far as my understanding that was given or shared with the police, and is what basically sparked the investigation and what led to a warrant to be issued and now the arrest of Mr. Bass. Okay. I'm not sure. And at this point, I don't even know his exact charges that he's facing. Let me just make sure I didn't get that info and I just read over it. I do know that he possibly could be in jail until Monday morning when he sees a judge. Let's see here. I will share the link to the Alex Novell stream, so maybe he knows better. Again, I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'll here after I'm done with my stream, I'll check it out. But I'll share that link, so just in case he spoke about it, maybe you guys can catch it there. But you guys know me. I only like to break the news when I have something, which is basically going to be like what we're seeing here in front of us, but with the new case number. And then, I'll tell you exactly what the charges are when that comes up, which I'm sure will probably more likely be on Monday or the day he gets arraigned. So maybe it'll come up on through, populate throughout the weekend, but I have a feeling most likely it'll be available on Monday. But I don't see anything on as far as my information that I got that as far as what charges exactly he's facing right now. But like I said, I'm sure that information will be available by probably Tuesday or even sooner. Or if it's not already been put out, like I said, it will be here soon. All right. So let's go. Oh yeah, let me show you this alleged reward or wanted poster. Not I guess it had a reward on there as well that Mr. Bass allegedly had put out, and basically was soliciting somebody to do something, allegedly to Alex Novell again, and apparently there was some other things I think, and I'm going to share with you that I think also found a place as far as evidence that came into play that sparked a warrant now to be issued and then led to the arrest last night. But let's start with that poster. So give me a sec because I did have that ready to go. That should be in my images. Let's see. Let's just do it. Let me just open it up again. It should be under my download section. Downloads. Let's see. Wanted poster. Here we go. All right. So let me get this shared with you guys. I got it here. Thank you for your patience. Take this off. Let's bring this to the stage. All right. So you guys should see this now. Let me just make sure. Where am I at now with you guys? All right, cool. Yeah, you guys can see what I'm looking at. So allegedly, this was the wanted poster that Mr. Bass had in New York City, or he just posted on, some of his social media platforms. Like, I think he has a Discord, Twitter, Instagram. But either way, it's my understanding that this was a piece of evidence that was possibly that the police may have considered that is what led to his arrest. So it says wanted Alex Doozy and Soj, SOG. Again, I obviously I know who Alex is, but I don't know who these other characters are. It says reward up to $1,000, and it says hunt the bounty, whatever he means by that. Okay. So then let's see. Let me share with you the other, I believe, is what piece of evidence. I'm saying evidence, okay, but that's what I'm referring to it as. Again, I'm not alleging that that's exactly what sparked this investigation that led to a warrant and now an arrest, but it's my understanding that this may have been stuff that is being used as evidence that may have led to the arrest of Mr. Bass. And I guess we'll find out here very soon or within a few days exactly what he's facing and exactly why he's facing those charges. Okay, hold on here. I just got a message from one of my mods. Oh, we got the mugshot. All right, cool. Thanks, Roofer. Let me get that posted here in a second. So let me share with you the other image I have. Give me a second here to switch this. Oh, I guess I got to open it separately. All right, no worries. Give me 1 second. We can do that. All right, so we've got this other. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. So I guess I'm going to assume this is I don't know. This probably could be a YouTube post, maybe because he's on Party. It's obviously allegedly some type of social media platform. And again, I say allegedly because you guys know how easy it is to, just edit one of these things. Now, I'm not saying that is this. Obviously, I'm saying that this is from him, but it's just my consent, okay? Always do your own investigation, all right? But let me share this with you. But again, this was shared with me as possible evidence that was, used, or that the police, obviously had seen, that may have led to what led to the arrest of Mr. Bass. Let me make that clear. All right. So let me get that up here. And then we're going to get this mugshot that just got shared with me. Window. Okay, here we go. So this looks like this kind of follows up the that wanted poster here. So let me make sure you guys can see that. And it says, this is from allegedly Mr. Based NYC. And this is not from today. Okay, obviously this is an old post. Anyone who wants to win the $1,000, our new section, oh no, reverse clips is where to post. Thanks. So I have a feeling this is probably Discord, because I think Discord's the only platform, I think, where you can have different sections or little folders and shit like that, I think. But I think that's basically what followed up that wanted poster, was this poster message here that read, anyone who wants to win the $1,000, our new section, Uno reverse clips is where to post. Thanks. All right, so give me a second and I'll get this mugshot posted up for those of you that haven't had a chance to see it yet. Here you go. Let's see here. I think I have my Instagram up on here. So, yep, cool. I finally got Instagram on my computer, so I didn't have to fucking do it the old school way like I was doing it. Jesus. All right, and it saves so much time. Now I got to do is just save the image. So we'll do mugshot based. Boom. And then now I can share that with you. Actually, I want to try a new feature here on StreamYard. Now it allows me to share the image itself without having. So before I actually just open the image and then I'm sharing the screen, I'm doing like a screen share. This says where I can just straight up share the image. So let me try doing that really quick, because I think that'll be a lot easier. And I just want to try it. So give me a second. So we go here. Stop screen, present. Let's see, image file. All right, I think this is going to work perfect. Let's see what this does. Oh, hell yeah, this is a lot better. Fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah, StreamYard coming up. I might just have to get that upgrade or professional level or membership here on StreamYard. I'm starting to like this. All right, so there you go. There is the latest mugshot for Mr. Bass. Don't forget, we had just not too long ago posted, and I think it's on our community post if you want to go back and check it out, the mugshot from the last arrest, the one before the one last night, the one in February's mugshot. And just in case you didn't have a chance to look at that one, I'll share that one since we're just, fuck it. Since we're sharing mugshots, we might, while in Rome. I don't know. I think in his first one, he looks a little bit more I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's look at this other one here. But this is the one you're looking at, is the most recent one. This is the one from last night. All right. So let me get this off of my other account here. And since we can share this just as an image, this should be a lot easier here. Give me 1 second. So all I got to do is just download the image. Hell yeah. That's a lot easier. Oh, it's spring and summertime. I hear the flies. We leave one of the doors open because, it's cool enough where you don't have to turn the AC on yet. You can let the natural air from outside kind of cool down the house. But there's already flies coming out. And with that, the flies come in the house, of course. I just heard one buzz by me. But, I can't technically feed them to my spoods or my spiders because you never know if they've been sprayed or have pesticides on them. But technically, spiders do like flies. All right. So let's save this image. We're going to do this as mugshot 1, so I don't confuse myself. All right, even though this isn't the most recent mugshot. So here we go. So this right here is the most recent. Let me show you the one from February, okay? You guys tell me which one you think looks worse. Now, this one's kind of in, I think, a black and white, and this other one's going to be in colored. So, technically they're kind of not the same. You got a black and white compared to a colored one, but I think the expression is what tells it all. The eyes. Look at the eyes, my friends. All right. So let's see if we can present 2 pictures at one time. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of going to use you guys as a guinea pig here. Let's see what goes on when I do this. All right, I can switch back and forth. Hold on. Let's see if I can bring both these up at the same time. Hold on. No, it just so far lets me just do one at a time. I'm sure I can figure it out. But so that's the newest. That was the one from last night. That's the one from February. Last night, February 26th. Last night, February 26th. Where's non-tent, bro? Mix this one up. Last night, February 26th. Last night, February 26th. Last night, February 26th. Last night, if you guys don't know non-tent, he's the one that mixed up my, if you guys remember. Actually, I still have it here. Hold on, this one. If you haven't subscribed to him, definitely check him out, man. That guy is so underrated right now, dude. That guy, I hope non-tent, if you're watching or if you catch this, I hope at some point you become a badass producer in your life, bro, because you're fucking talented, my friend. All right, here we go. So this was non-tent's song that he mixed up for me. Now I want you to understand, this is all like just taken from a regular live stream of mine and then chopped up and put into his own beat and shit. All right, this is fucking pretty. Although some of you might go, "What? This takes talent, man." And he does this for a lot of other streamers and shit like that. It's pretty funny. That's like I said, if you like this type of shit, definitely check out his channel, and I'll get his link here in a second. But let me share with you I used to have this as my intro, so a lot of you are going to remember this. Oh, Randy, keep your head up. Hey, Ski Mask, we know your court date's on Monday, and you're a piece of shit because you abandoned your kid. IP2. Abandoned your kid. Here you go. Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show. Hey, let me see your face. All right, here you go. Here you go. Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show. You're so great. Oh, Randy, you're a piece of shit. Well, that's the truth. You're wrong, but what, you want to have I'll let you talk, but if you want, we should do a little freestyle battle. I'm kind of in the freestyle mood.
I can't rap no more.
I'm not that good, but, well, yeah, you're not in a good mood. We won't.
You're hyped, though. You got all the energy.
Dude, I see how you get, though. You get that little in you, and it's like, you gotta.
Fuck you, skip. Fuck you, skip. Fuck you, skip.
All right, here you go. Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show. Hey, let me see your face. All right, here you go. Ski Mask is a little hoe. We're gonna put him up on the television show. 2 Glocks right here, tatted on your chest. And here you are. Here you go. Ski Mask is a little. It's called a shout out, dog. Who is that? Michael Quinn. Where are you going with this, NJ? Jesus Christ. Anyways, all right. So there you go, my friends. That's all I got for you. Like I said, to be continued, which is what I posted on my my community post when I broke the news from our end. Like I said, a lot of other channels have already probably broken this. Obviously, the Wordle Clips had posted the picture that they obtained, whether it was theirs or not, from Mr. Bass being arrested last night, and that was 7 hours ago. So Alex Novell, yeah, let's post his link. Again, I haven't had a chance to watch this stream, but I think it's on Rumble, which I don't think you have to have the app to watch. I think you can kind of watch it through the like just regular browser. But let me put the link here, so that way if you guys, again, I'm not sure what was said on that, so maybe he had a chance to explain what the exact charges are that he's facing, or he might know. But either way, I will work on it. I will get you that information as soon as it's available. Will basically be me waiting for it to pop up on the New York Unified Case Information website, or maybe somebody will shoot it to me on the DL, and I'll get it that way. Either way, I'm still going to refer to the website because that's how I work. All right. Let me get that link, and then let me just see if there's any other little bits of information I want to share with you before I call it a day. See, I told you it wasn't going to be too bad. I know last time I took 4 hours of your life, so I didn't want to take too much today. And I appreciate all the OGs that stayed for that 4-hour stream. We haven't done one of those in a while, and it was fun. I had a good time. All right. Let me jump back over here. Sorry, I'm still getting used to having Instagram on my computer. All right, so let me go. What's this deal? Oh, cool. I can copy right from here. All right. So here's the link. I'm posting it right now. Oh, wait. That's a x.com link. Hold on. Where does that take you? Let me click on that. Oops. Where does that go? Oh, hold on. Is that? Oh, yeah. Cool. Hold on. Let's share this. Hold on. I guess this is from 18 hours ago. So I guess Mr. Bass was on Josh Block's stream and then he had Josh end it because I don't know if they saw the police already kind of walking up to him. But let's share this really quick before I go. Hold on. And then I'll get the link. That was not the link to Alex Novell's Rumble live stream. I apologize. I gave you the wrong link, but it did bring me to another video that has to do with the arrest. So yeah, let's take a look at this. All right. Here we go. Let me see how this one I got to share the actual screen. Give me a second. Sorry. All right. So let's take these off of here. Remove. Share screen. Let's see. So let's make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let me start from the beginning. Get this on the big mode. Perfect. Here we go. So it says at the bottom, I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me get it back to the small mode. Hold on. What the fuck? Where was I at? Where is that now? There we go. So let me get it back to the small screen. So it says here, Mr. Bass gets arrested again and forces Joshua Block to end stream. This is posted 18 hours ago at World of Clips' X account, which is formerly known as Twitter. All right, so let me get this back on the big screen, full screen mode, and let's hear this. Let's
call the police.
You could still see.
Joshua O'Block BDFGD sent $5. Keep going and come to
that was short.
Don't tell me. Oh my god.
I'm getting arrested? For what?
This is all news. I cover this story. I do the best of things. Not again. I have to feed your dog.
Well, you must have just popped in because I said earlier I wasn't the first to cover it.
I've never interacted.
And you don't do the news, best news updates. I've never even heard of you, dog.
One of the detectives.
No, the guy that he has a. Turn it off right now. No, kill your stream right now.
Kill it?
Yeah.
Mr. Bass getting arrested. Call the police.
It is, but you could still.
That's definitely, I think, Joshua Blockstism there talking. Roofer's like, or not Roofer, Mr. Bass is like trying to like keep it so that nobody knows that the cops are coming. And there's Josh Block. Okay, guys, Mr. Bass wants me to shut it off. He's getting arrested now. Hey, kick Danger Ranger out. No free advertisement, man. See, I was going to be nice to you, dog, but now you're trying to get that free advertisement. It's called the fucking bouncers. You know what to do. I'm just going to actually time them out. Don't kick them out. Time them out. Time them out. Time them out. No free advertising for yourself, dog. You got to work for it like I did. I started as a clip channel. Then I got used by all these other losers that wanted to use my shit and then wanted to hate on me after they were done using my shit. And then I had to work from the fucking bottom all the way to the up, dog. So no offense, but you ain't going to get a freebie. Now, if you want to donate a super chat and, you know, put, hi, I'm Danger Ranger. I cover all the greatest news. Check out my channel. Do you have a channel? Where do you cover the news from? I'm trying to help you here, dog. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to help you here. Because I was a small news channel, and I like to help others too. So, but you got to be professional about it, dude. Don't just come in popping in like I cover. If you want, like first you got to start kiss some ass first. You know, don't come in all I covered it. I covered it first, and on top of that, I'm the best. Shut the fuck up, all right? You're not no best in the court, dude. Come on now. I'm starting to notice the NJCOIRTS effect is starting to come on strong on a lot of people. You got the Turtle News Network. You got the Danger Ranger News Network. Everybody wants to be a court news network now. I wonder why. Maybe it's because there's nonstop content, which wasn't again, I was, like I said, I know these people won't say this, but me, because I don't do this for, a living. Like I said, at first I was just doing this to start exposing people. Now I'm on a mission to expose people. But anyways, like I always say, I hope there's a day when there's no content, no more people getting arrested, essentially, and I can just nuke the channel, man. I really do. But unfortunately, it's not going that way. So yeah, let's do it, man. There's so many. Let me just put it this way. I'm going to get to a point where I can't do it all by myself. Honestly, I need help because it's just getting wild, man. There's just so many people to cover. I physically can't do it, even if I tried. So yeah, man, kudos to your channel, but the fuck if you're going to come in here just blasting your shit for free, you're going to pay at least 99 motherfucking cents. And I don't even know who's real or not. I honestly don't even care. There's John Doe. IP2 made you. Fuck no, they didn't, dog. NJCOIRTS TV clips. And you want to know the truth because I'm a realist. John Doe, this is how I know you're a dipshit, okay? You want to know who really made me? And you probably wouldn't even think I would say this, right? But I'm a realist, okay? I don't bullshit. Me and Ski Mask Andy made me. So I'll give Ski Mask Andy his props. And guess what? IP2 had already banned and kicked Ski Mask Andy out way when I started covering him. All right? So before you're going to go, well, Ski Mask Andy's IP2. No, he wasn't. He got kicked out. They didn't want anything to do with him. So. Mermaid, shut the fuck up. You're a controller simp. The fuck you know about IP2, you dipshit. Go back and drink some methadone, pass out, and go wake up so you can go get your dose tomorrow morning and go watch Controller. The fuck out of here. I'll go fuck with John Doe because I know he knows what IP2 is. But Mermaid, you don't know shit about IP2. The fuck out of here. Mermaid's the type of person that thinks RV2's what made RV2's what made IP2. I got into IP2 from watching the RV, mind you, NJCOIRTS. I love Bacon, the Jason Adam comedy show. I motherfucking love Bacon, dog. I don't like mine crispy, though. I like it kind of in the middle. All right. So, yeah. Any other questions? I am hangry, actually. I didn't have breakfast or lunch because I've been busy doing shit, unlike a lot of you all, like Mermaid. Who's just waiting. Okay, when's Controller going to come on next? Okay, after Controller, we're going to wait for Alex IRL News Channel. Okay, yeah, get a life, Mermaid. You're the last one. You know what's funny is at least you came slivering in here, so I'll take the subscribe because the only way you can comment is by subbing. Even if you're going to unsub afterwards, I still got it. I'm going to go tell on Controller. She's going to take your little wrench away. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. See, and at least I let you hang out, right? If this was your little bitch's chat that you simp for, she would have already timed this. She would have already been like this. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Mermaid. And then she times you out so you can't talk shit. So at least I let you hang out. All right. So you probably don't know this yet because you probably, I think this is probably your first like actual stream you've actually sat down and watched completely. But we do have a little bit of a rule here. So for you incels, and I think you're probably going to fall in that category, even though I don't know if you're female or male, and it doesn't matter at this point. But anyways, you incels, if I'm going to let you hang out here, as a matter of fact, I've already came to kind of truce with one incel, and it's worked out. What's his face? He comes in here, and I let him troll, but he has promised me, and I believe him or her, that they really are changing out their cat litters box and feeding their cat. And I really think that at some point they're going to come through, touch some grass, and we're going to get something to come out of incelism, dude. I feel it. But Mermaid, for right now, we got to start from somewhere with you. So I will allow you. Now, I'm being serious because you got like 1 more minute, then I'm going to time you out. Okay? So if you are going to continue, if I'm going to continue to allow you to troll in here, you've got to promise me. We're going to pinky promise, okay? You've got to pinky promise me, so I'm hoping you're putting your pinky out, that you will change your cat litter box today. You will feed your cat. But hold on. Not that dollar food shit. Nothing wrong with that. But we're going to spoil your cat today. This weekend, you're going to go out. Never mind. That's a little asking too much. You're going to use whatever food delivery service you have that's local to you. Okay, and they take EBT, so you can use your government assistance, okay? Oh, wait, I don't know. Maybe in your state you can use it for pets. But either way, just use a food delivery service, and I want you to order some premium cat food. At least go get some kibbles and bits. Get some shit made in the USA, not that made in China shit, okay? So feed the cat some premium food, change the cat litter box, and you can stay in troll as long as you want, my friend. Is that a pinky promise? I'm waiting on you, Mermaid, because if you say no, you're out of here. If you say yes, you can hang out. I'm going to take that as a no because I know you're asking type fast. You've been doing it. You're on your keyboard 24/7, so you're not that slow. All right, Sunshiner, you guys know what to do. Bouncers, boom. We're going to do a permie on this one. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're doing a permie. See you later, alligator. Love you, Mermaid. And it sucks because you probably are going to lose your wrench because Controller's probably watching or somebody's going to go tell her. So was it worth it? I hope it was. All right, my friends. I love it, Sunshiny. Thank you. I know you guys got my back. But see, sometimes it does. Hey, sometimes I can get through to these people, so I try. You know what I mean? The old NJ, I would have said, get that shit out of here. But I'm trying to work on something here. It's one of my new, you know how I am with my experiments and projects. It's called the Incel Project. And I'll get into it some more, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys more about it when I'm in California. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I'm going to be in California is to actually promote the Incel Project, okay? It's going to be a new hashtag down with incelism. All right? It's not cool anymore. Just like, I don't know if you guys noticed, especially my East Coast people probably do. It's going to take a while till it gets to the Midwest. West Coast, you guys are usually in tune with the fashion, but like, for example, and thank God it finally went out of fashion, skinny jeans. No more skinny jeans. Yeah! I never wore them, but God, it killed me to watch, especially people my age wearing that shit. I think Ski Mask still wears those things, but goddamn. But the fad now is the JNCOs. The people are starting to wear baggy pants again. You know what I mean? I had my JNCOs, all right? So, anyways, where was I going with that? Something to do with the incelism tour. Hashtag stop incelism pants. Oh, so just like that's right. So just like baggy pants are coming back in fashion and those godforsaken skinny jeans are going out of fashion, dude, nobody wants to be a virgin anymore, dog. That shit might have been cool during COVID, you know, when nobody could go out, all right? Everybody's like, yeah, I want to be an incel during COVID, you know? I mean, you kind of were forced to be an incel, you know what I mean? That shit's over with, all right? So, down with incelism. Let's get back to it being cool not to be a virgin anymore at 40 years old. Let's get, it was never cool not to take care of your pets, but unfortunately that kind of became a thing of incelism, is to let your just cat litter box get so full that your cat basically has got to clean it out themselves. And, and then this thing of like just tossing your trash on the floor. Dude, it's not that hard, okay? Just let's start with step number 1. Again, we're not getting, and see, I'm a realist, so I'm not making it difficult for you guys. I would not set any of you incels up for failure. If it's not something that I couldn't do, if I was an incel, then I wouldn't have you do it. So let me give you an example. Somebody that's not working with you would say, you need to go out and get you a fucking litter box right now. We know that's not going to happen. You haven't been outside of that home in probably a decade, all right? So I'm going to be real with you. So what I want you to do, first thing to do this weekend, if you want to join my project, okay, go and have some type of food delivery service, because I think they do this now. Whatever, Walgreens, any fucking store now has to have a little trash can. Have them go pick you up a little trash can, and just please, for the love of God, just get in the just kind of, and trust me, once you start getting in just the, damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? The rotation of things, that's not the word, but kind of what I'm looking for. It'll just come like that naturally, okay? But just start taking anything that's trash, instead of just doing this like you're used to, place it in the bucket. Make it a game. You know what I mean? Make it a game. A habit. Thank you, HIV1. I appreciate that. So that's going to be my new thing. One of my things that I'll be promoting while I'm in California will be the hashtag Stop Incelism tour. But yeah, man, it's not cool anymore. So I feel like I'm kind of getting a regiment, and that's damn roofer. Bro, I hope one of these days, if you haven't already, you need to get on an episode of Jeopardy, my man. Jeopardy, or what's the one? Damn, you're going to help me. You're probably going to have to help me on this one too. What's the one where they spin? Wheel of Fortune. Got it. Ha! You'd be good at that. What up, Lego Enjoyer? So yeah, I'm excited for it, because I think I have started to get through to some of the incels. They're not going to admit to it, but I'm telling you, I think I'm starting to get through. So there you go, Aaron. It's easy as that. Just start with, okay, let's get real here with the incels. Start number one, step one, get you, actually, no, let's rewind. Step one, empty out the goddamn cat litter box, because that shit, your room got to stink by now, okay? So let's start with step one, empty the cat litter box and get you some cat litter. Let's just make it easy on yourself. You're going to order three things, three things, okay? You're going to have a food delivery service or whatever fucking delivery service it is. You know what I'm talking about, because use it all the time. Get you a trash can, small trash can, cat litter, and premium made. Okay, let's take the way premium away. Made in the USA cat food. Okay. So get those three things, and let's just start this weekend with just emptying out the cat litter box and putting fresh cat litter, cleaning the room up, everything that's trash on the floor, throw it in that basket. Now, again, I'm going to make this simple, because there's going to come a point that basket's going to get full, right? So, man, how are we going to do this? Because you're going to have to go outside to throw the trash. Roofer, help me on this one. How are we going to help them with this? They can't go outside to throw the trash. I don't want them to spend too much money, because I know we're working on a small budget, fixed income, or, a weekly budget from grandma. So we can't get another trash can. Fuck. How can we empty out a trash can in a house without going outside? Trash bags? No, then you're going to start I'm back. I'm back. Guess who's back? NJ's back. Guess who's back? 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 I'm back now with the. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go there. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Are we on the mic? Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? Hopefully you guys can't hear me right now. I'm doing like my little shower singing shit. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Oh, wait, I see myself. I see myself. I'll just wait and see if somebody confirms me in the chat. Chat filter, all messages. We can hear you? Hell yeah, I see sunshinery. All right, we're back. Well, I'm going to wrap it up anyways, but I did want to just, one, say bye to everybody. I'm not going to dick like that. But two, I was already wrapping up my Incel speech, but I did want to finish it. But just for those that are sitting back, come on, NJ, like really? Come on, bro. Like we love you, but that's why we don't want to leave yet. But come on, wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. I promise. I promise. All right. So basically, again, just speaking to my Incels that may still be out there. And again, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to maybe, I can barely probably count it on my hand, the lurkers that are out there that this is referring to, okay? So, use a delivery service, get you those 3 things, and work on that this weekend. Clean the room, replace the cat litter, and feed your cat some good fucking food. And I promise you, if you really pinky promise me that, you can stay in troll. You can ask. I didn't see them today, but they come in every once in a while and they troll the shit out of me. They pinky promised me. I get, it is the internet, so I'm probably pretty crazy to really believe that somebody's doing what they're saying doing, but I gotta hope. I really do, and I'm hoping that person is saying what they're doing because I'm allowing them to stay and troll, and they're having a great time doing it. So, like I said, let's just reciprocate. We don't have to love each other. Don't even have to like each other. Let's just reciprocate some little, must-dos, and then we can work with each other. You know what I mean? All right, that's all I had, folks. So, where do we go next? Man, there's a lot of cool shit going on this weekend in my location, but I'm going to be honest with you. I just want to get ready for my trip, and I just want to go hard, bro. Like, I don't even want to fuck around doing even though we would have fun and be interesting and be really cool, to be honest with you, and maybe I still might. I was going to do a fun IRL stream on Saturday. Maybe still might, because there is some really cool shit going on down here. But if I don't, it's because I'm saving my energy, and we're going to next stream. You'll see, unless there's like breaking news that has court related. Next time you'd see me is going to be when we take off on Wednesday morning, and the official day 1 and start of the NJCOIRTS TV West Coast. I can't cross my fingers like that, so I couldn't do it. I could do like one of those West Coast IRL tour. No gang affiliation, just letting you guys know. All right. But yeah, I think that'll be the next time you see me. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Now, if I get any updates having to do with the Mr. Based shit, definitely I'm going to either go live or I'll, post it as a community post. That's why I always let everybody know, even if you dislike me, but you're very interested in the breaking news and notifications, make sure you are subscribed, because the only way it works, unfortunately, is if you're subscribed. But make sure you have all notifications turned on. That way you get all the breaking notifications that we put out. All right, my friends. So, Piper, not as of right now. It's my understanding that he might actually be staying in jail until he sees a judge. That may be on Monday. Now, we've seen some people, I believe some of the folks we've covered in New York City, get locked up on the weekend and see a judge over the weekend and then released. But I've been told that there's a good possibility that he may be staying on until Monday. Now, again, I'm not confirming that. There could be a possibility that you're going to see him on tonight. Okay. So I don't want people going, NJ, you lied. No. I'm going to state that right now. I do not know when he can get out of jail. He may be already out now, but it's my understanding that he's not. And it's my understanding that he may not even see a judge until Monday. I hope that helps, Piper. What up, Spear in the Sky Blue? I hope you have a great weekend as well, my friend. But yeah, getting back to our closing statements. If I don't see you guys this weekend, I hope you guys have a fun, safe, and awesome one. Weather's beautiful here in southern New Mexico. So I already started. Actually, I think I'm done for right now. Especially because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks and I don't want to make it hard. I'm already asking a lot of some family members to watch my dogs, watch my spiders, and, water my, weed plants and my tomato plants. But so I'm probably going to hold off on planning anything else. But I do already have the tomato plants that were gifted to me and the two, I'm going to get this right. Clones. There we go. I said it. I call them clippings. The 2 clones that were gifted to me, and everything's been transplanted. And so far, somebody knock on some wood for me. Hold on, I got some wood right here. Give me a second. Oh wait, there's some behind. Actually, yeah. Hold on. I know this is real wood. Everything is looking good. All right, so yeah, I'll probably, unless like I said, there is a lot of cool stuff, and I apologize because I would. If it wasn't already going on this trip, I would definitely be going live this weekend. But most likely, I'm probably just going to rest up and make sure I got everything on my checklist ready to go. And like I said, we'll fire up a live stream Wednesday morning. And we'll probably, maybe I'll have you guys ride with me for a bit. We just kind of talk, get the stream going. And then, it's off to Cali. Be there for 2 weeks. Basically, southern to possibly northern California, but for sure we'll be in southern. And a lot of cool places we're going to be at. And once I get closer there, which it's coming up here on this Wednesday, next Wednesday, but I say this, I will get you a better itinerary. You'll start, trust me, I got some stuff going. You'll see, you'll know I'm going to be leaving here soon. All right, y'all. Take care, be safe. I'm going to give you an earbud warning because it is going to get loud, especially because we got a lot of new members and a lot of new people watching. So when I say earbud warning, what I mean by that is when I'm going to get loud, either take your earbuds out because most people do have those on, or lower the volume if you're watching on a TV or in your car, whatever, because it is going to get loud, especially if you have like pets. Like if, say, for example, you're in your living room, you're watching me on the big screen. Oh, yeah, I will definitely fuck with your pets here in a second. Take a little swig of my water. I was thinking about that roofer, but then I got to have my dad water them seeds, man. And I don't know, that might be asking a little too much, but you know what? Fuck it, right? If I get back and they're sprouting, awesome. If not, well, whatever. But they're good seeds, so I don't want to waste them. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I was going to wait. So let's just say this. I mean, let's be real, right? See, I don't plan them. I figure when I get back, let's just say May 1st, I plan them. I think I'd be fine on May 1st. What do you think? But if not, I already got 2 of them in, so I'm still going to be fine regardless. You know what I mean? I'm actually looking really forward to these 2 clones to grow. And oh my God, if they grow just awesome. Oh, all right. Enough of that. All right, my friends. All right, get ready. Don't forget, check them. Okay, wait, hold on. Excuse me. Sorry, I almost fucked this up. Not keep them. We only have one of them. Keep your head. Singular, not plural. Keep your head on that swivel. Check your 6 every once in a while. And most importantly, especially nowadays right now, for my people on the East Coast, man, RIP to that family. It was my understanding that I guess, was it 2 nights ago or 2 days ago? Let's just say that. I guess there was a helicopter, one of these tourism helicopters that takes people around, I think, New York City, basically, like they fly over the Hudson River, I guess went down. I haven't even read any updates to see exactly what happened, but my understanding that a helicopter basically went down that had a family and the pilot in it, and the family was, 2 adults and some children, and the pilot and everybody died. And I think they were from like Turkey or basically, from out of the country visiting New York City, going up on what's supposed to be a beautiful, scenic helicopter ride. And then something like that tragically happened. So if you didn't hear, you may want to Google search that news, but it did make the national news. I think it was last night or the night before I was read that story. But either way, it reminded me of my folks on the East Coast. So please be careful out there, folks. But like I said, just kind of segueing into what I was going to leave you with. And this is where I do get loud. Let's take some time to love somebody, because I love you guys. NJCOIRTS is officially out. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Up here, I didn't have the dogs in here. They're outside. Otherwise, you would have heard a few little. That's why I say I will fuck with your pets, because usually my dogs jump in. They're like, oh. Rio the other night was going ham, dude. It was pretty awesome. All right, my friends, have a wonderful weekend. I may see you this weekend. Again, I may not. Now, if it's court-related news, for sure, I'll break that shit. But as far as like fun IRL stuff, which I usually like to do, or, you know, if it's a good weekend, we'll see. But most likely, you'll just, if we don't do any court-related news, the next time you shall see me will be on our official kickoff, or whatever you want to call it, on Wednesday for the NJ Courts TV West Coast IRL tour. All right, y'all have a great day. NJ Courts is officially out. Peace, everybody.